Today's video, I will be hitting the nail on the head and I will be very straight to the point. Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Yes, if you're here, you're in the right place. My name is Toluwaleyi Fashanu and I talk about anything nursing, lifestyle, fitness, and as a Jesus baby that I am, God. So yes, you're in the right place. Thank you for watching this video. Please make sure you subscribe and share with your friends. So like I said, let's go back to why we are here. So today we will be talking about the things I wish someone told me before moving here. For those of you that watched my last videos, I recently relocated from the United Kingdom to the United States, and like I said, it's been a journey, and trust me, I've been enjoying every phases. But there were some things I wish I knew earlier before moving here, and maybe I have to rephrase that. There are some things I actually knew, or people told me. I had friends that are already here that told me, but I never took them serious. So maybe some things I wish I took serious when I moved in here that were a huge big deal for me. So let's get into it. Number one, your social security number. So your SSN. I actually wish I booked an appointment earlier before moving here, and this is for my nurses that will be moving here maybe sooner or later. Please, if it is possible to book an appointment to get your social security number, please do it ASAP. It is very important. Social security number is just like your NIN in Nigeria. Without it, you literally cannot do anything. You can't work. Sometimes some people cannot even like get a lease, can't get an apartment, some can't open a bank account. You literally cannot do almost anything without it, and I did not realize how important it was until I got here. And for some people it takes about a week to come out, while some can take about 4 to 6 weeks, which happened to me. Yes, when I got here, it took forever for mine to come out, and I can't count how many SSN offices I had to go to, like almost 5 or 6. I kept going to their offices, but there was no date. There was no appointment date, so I had a later date, and I had to go and make a complaint that I've not gotten it yet on my appointment date, which now took another time to apply for it again. So trust me, it is just always better to book an appointment before you come in, because what happens is that if, for example, if you're coming in this week and you already have an appointment for this week, even if your SSN is not out by then, you can easily apply for a new one that same week, and then you have to wait like let's say a week or two for it to come out. But if you don't have an appointment date, like it took a while, I don't know if it's applicable to all states, but just find out what's applicable in your state and try and see if you can book an appointment in the same week where you arrive, so that you can fasten things, especially if yours doesn't come out as fast as possible. You can apply for a new one while waiting, because without it you can't open a bank account. For some, you will not even get an apartment. It's that bad. So I was actually lucky to be able to get most of my stuffs done without it. But what happened is I had to pay security deposit, which could have saved me some money if I had my social security number, which by the way, most of this was non-refundable. It paid me. So please, if you can get it done, do it. Now, the second one is car is not luxury. Car is not luxury, my dear brother and sister. So if it's possible to get your international driver's license while coming in, please do. Although you might still need to, I think every state has their requirements where you might only be able to use it for a few months or a month or so, but it is not luxury. I was coming from the United Kingdom where there was good transport system in terms of there's bus everywhere. Ubers are not expensive, but Uber and Lyft collected all my money here. Like in the last 1 or 2 months, man. Let me keep quiet. But yeah, car is not luxury. For nurses that are moving here soon, if you already know the states that you're coming in, just try and start preparing for their theory test. Most states will have like theory exams and practical exams. So just look at the requirements. If it's possible, some of them have apps online where you can download and practice for the test. It's always just better to come prepared, so that in like a month or 2 that you're in, you can get all your tests done. And also try and look at the state requirements. Every state has its own requirement, especially if you don't have a social security number. If you're going for your theory test, you might need like your house lease documents notarized. You might need like two proof of address, maybe your bank statement, and so and so and so. So just look at the requirements. But I know that for your practical, you would most likely need your social security number. And for most of the tests, some of the states or some of the driving test centers have walk-ins. So if you can't get a close date, you can always book a walk-in. You just need to know when you need to go in. Sometimes for the walk-in, you need to wake up early and go. Like for my driving test, the practical, I had to wake up as early as 4 a.m. to go there because I was told that you like they picked the first 10 or 15 persons. And trust me, the driving test is not as hard, especially if you're moving from UK. It's not as hard. Trust me, it is not as hard. It's another video, as in I'm not even going to talk about it because I feel like shading my UK friends, but my life is not hard. With 1 or 2 practice or 3 practice with an instructor, especially if you already drive. I was driving before, but I stopped driving, and for like a year plus I didn't drive, and I only did like 3 practice there. So trust me, it's not as hard. So the next thing I would like to talk about is bring some cash so that you will not be stranded. I know that a lot of nurses are coming with their agency sponsoring and stuff. Just make sure that you're holding cash, because here moving around and stuff, there's a lot of tipping. I was not used to that life. You have to tip Ubers, tip this, tip that, tip everybody. So you just need to have some cash with you. And sometimes your international bank card, your UK bank card might not work. So that you will not be stranded. And if it's possible for you to open a bank account without your social security, especially if your social security number is taking a while, just make sure that you open a bank account. Look for banks that are willing to get an account for you without it, and open it so that you probably can move some cash into it and you can use your card here to do transactions. And trust me, everything here is bigger. Everything, the roads are bigger. And you know, I was coming from UK and walking on the roads, then it just felt like I was on the runway, especially when all car stops. Like it feels like I want to enter the ground because the roads are just so big. Everything is big. The malls are bigger, the houses are bigger, everything is big. So you might, if you're not used to those kind of environments, everything feels bigger. So those are the things actually which someone told me or I took serious when I was coming in here. I hope you find this very useful and helpful. And in my next video, I'll be talking about some shocks I experienced. Trust me, no matter how experienced you think you are or how vast you think you've traveled, I feel like you will still get to some certain places and you will still experience shocks. Culture shock, practice shock, and even though it was not so much, there were still some things I was not used to, and I was like, are you serious? Are you serious? So yeah, in my next video, I'll be sharing some of the shock I experienced in my practice and even in my new environment. So stay tuned. And if you have still not subscribed, how do you want your thunder? Anyways, I'm just joking. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so that if I drop new videos, you will be the first person to get the notification. And I will be seeing you in my next video. Bye. Mwah.